Why I got away with watching The Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. Now, this is a personal story that's kind of sensitive because 2 years ago, literally, I was able to hold on to a delicacy. I was running a reality show on my own. What that means was, I'm just, but I would spill it, literally. I used to work with the voice actor Vegeta over at Funimation. What happened externally was, there's this thing, called Mystic and Battle Rap. You can go around and make points. So what happened was, literally with my music on the radio, just into a mystic style of nature. And what happened was, I used the ugly thing to get in, but I used a pretty thing to drive my story. There used to be a guy on a reality show called Country, where we used to always have, unique battles with. So the beginning of this video is saying, we know Bret Michaels on TV for just being a ripoff of Flava Flav. What if I told you, literally, that I dated multiple girls with purple hair in real life? I could reflect on it, back in 2022. Where I can still say it's something. Street cred, literally, it's the biggest, knockoff reality show of all time. Literally, if you read the fucking in between, this guy was getting rejected like a motherfucker. Nobody on the show liked his ass. The thing with that is, I invited some of the members over, like Jesse. That's the one I fuck a lot. Now, the true meaning of this. Now, Megan, I'm not gonna talk about Megan, especially since the movie is coming out. But the point is, I held on to things like a delicacy. That's why one girl, Lily, red hair, Lily, stood out. I got to think about Arrows of Scarlet. Anime's been out for a while, Lily, and everything has been out for a while. Early 2000s, Lily. And when you actually think about it, because it was number 2, and because I was holding on to delicacy, it ended up, having more epic proportions than I thought. The names of the girls were actually pretty good. The nicknames were awesome, Lily. So what I was doing was, in the reality show, I was making it look like number 2, Lily, instead of, number 1 overshadowing. Now, one girl, Lily Brandy C, Auntie Lisa said I was all over that because, I do the ugly thing. I picked the one with blue eyes. I also had an addiction for Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Bret Michaels and Yu-Gi-Oh! Going on. So, in truth and all reality, Lily, I got away with it because I was the famous rapper on radio, but also, people on my channel also knew I listened to punk rock music. I had some knowledge on how to play a guitar. And the truth is, Lily, without, society's criticism, I made literally the best show ever, especially when you're high. We got high, Lily watched a couple of episodes of Bret Michaels, and we thought it was the greatest thing of all time because the current shows Lily defeated the purpose. But one thing is for fucking sure, Lily, this me living in the early 2000s, Lily collecting all information, knowing how to make a beat. Lily picking out characters while fucking the show like Rodeo. MC's still alive. Each and every time I look at a girl on the show, I think fucking crazily. And our reality show, since it revolved around Cartoon Network, revolved around Total Drama Island. Real bottles and cast. So with that being said, Ken, you're kicking ass. The real reason why I got away with watching Bret Michaels was because Flava Flav was no longer in the picture. Now, literally, what do you have to recognize? The reason why, criticism is like that, still to this day, is because no character literally amounts to New York. New York is too complex, too cunning, and too much savagery when it comes to reality show cast. That's why you don't get it. But literally, when you're holding on to things like Pokemon shit, hell yeah, literally, Bret Michaels comes off of a delicacy. Because I was the best player in the company. Walking around with foosball and shit. I thought Lindsay was fine. I thought literally all the other skinned white girls were fine. I used to do this thing with a local rapper named Raven, Justice, Lily, and there was a Raven on the show, Lily, but it didn't matter. Again, I took my time, Lily, to put myself out there. And guess what happened? Me and my uncle got into a little something. The guy who was fucking me up, Lily, the whole time when we were on the trip, and guess what? I watched Bret Michaels again, and it looked like Future Trunks. So beware. Like, literally, beware, Lily. There's a lot of secrecies that happen in Bret Michaels. Because I am watching high at the time when somebody can't, force the criticism. And Dean being white was a crisp and a big contributing factor. There was also Manny Mo, and I had a character named Zaff. So without further ado, this is why I got away with watching Rock of Love for Bret Michaels.